Welcome everyone to the doghouse for this non-conference matchup between Kewaskum and New Holstein. We promise our internet's going to be fire tonight. We got wired connection tonight. We're going to step aside. We'll come back just shortly before the game and give you what's up. Thank you everyone for being here. Welcome everyone to the Doghouse for this non-conference matchup between Kewaskum and your New Holstein Huskies. We don't mind some basketball on a Saturday, but honestly, let's get this dub today and go home for a Packers win. That's what we're hoping for.
No, Packers lost. That's what we're hoping for.
Okay, Cheeks, get out of here. I am Calvin Levinson. Along with me is my boy Tyler Cheeks. Petrie, how you doing today, Cheeks?
Doing good. We get a little matinee action today.
A little matinee. It's a little different, but. All right, Kewaskum's coming into this matchup 3-9. Sorry, there was someone who just stopped to say hi in front of our table. Kewaskum's coming in with a record of 3-9 with a recent loss to Campbellsport by a score of 35-47. We didn't have stats available for that game, but we know, looking at the team and their stats, that the majority of their production is going to go through their 6'4" giant of a man, Antoine Coleman Thal. And then the Huskies are coming into this one 1-6. Doesn't look good on the record-wise, and they're coming off a loss to Brilliant 54-61 on Thursday. Sam Casper had 14 in that one, and Cameron Olson continued his shred of games with another 13-point game there. We're having some technical difficulties over by the scoreboard.
There we go.
There we go. We're back. But no, that was a hills and valleys kind of game in Brilliant. There was a lot of ups and downs. It came down to a close game for the most part, but.
Yeah, definitely a game of runs in that one.
But we're going to step aside here for the national anthem, and we will be back shortly. Just had a beautiful national anthem there by, I believe it was a middle school teacher, correct?
Yes.
Can you name her? I don't know her.
I just know the last name Zimmerman. That's all I know.
All right, but thank you to her for a wonderful national anthem. But let's get to the starters right away. First for Kewaskum, number 1, Lucas Bauman. Number 2, Michael Daniel. Number 11, Ryan Cook. Number 23, Kyle Heft. And number 34, Antoine Coleman Thal. And then your regulars for the Huskies, number 30, Cameron Olson, number 10, Sam Cady, number 14, Trevor Rerig, number 15, Henry Schnell, and number 34, of course, Sam Casper. So, Cheeks, we remember the Brilliant game from Thursday. We know that we've been talking about they're trying to get their identity back after their quarantine and Christmas break. They've played 3 really good games, even though 2 or 3 of those were losses. But we've been talking a lot how their leadership has looked better. Their energy has looked better. And we're just hoping for more of that tonight. This is definitely a game that they can get.
Yeah.
And they had a matchup last year against Kewaskum here in the Doghouse, and that was a dub by 10 for the Huskies. And they're just looking for that again. I definitely think that this is one that they can take away today.
Yeah, I got to talk to Hurst before the game today, and he said they looked a lot better in these past couple of games, but he still says the starts of the halves are huge for them. And also, He said the key in last year's game was post defense, which is another thing because they do not have the height advantage again, which is normal, but that's going to be one big key, and for them, turnovers is always huge to keep them in the game. So we'll see. I think for Kewaskum, worked out post game. They like to move the ball slow and steady. That's their way. And
they set a lot of down screens and screens across the lane, but a lot of it's going to go through that man, Antoine Coleman-Thull, and he's going to have the work against Sam Casper right away, and that's going to be the matchup to watch. 34-on-34. But the Huskies are going to have the ball now in the second possession of the game. Trevor Erig's going to have it up top. Huskies looking to score first. Casper is going to have it down against Coleman-Thull. He's going to work, and he's got a left hand off the glass. Good to go. First score for the Huskies.
That's what we love to see, a little post.
He had Coleman-Thull off his feet there.
Right.
It was a quick spin move. Good work by Casper early. As Lucas Baumann takes a wing three, and that's just off the mark. Casper there for the rebound. Riggs going to walk it up for the Huskies. I would say the size advantage throughout the bench and the entire lineup goes mostly to Kewaskum. Almost all their players are over 6 foot, but in the game right now, it looks like Huskies have the advantage. As Casper goes up against Coleman-Thull again, that one doesn't go.
You can see the game plan from the Huskies early here is feed that ball to Casper. Some of that senior leadership can be huge in this.
And it's something that they did a lot against Brilliant, more than we've seen the whole year, and it worked well as Coleman-Thull is going to have a three from the right wing, and that goes.
Shoot.
The guy can shoot.
Oh.
He's a 33% three-point shooter. Not sure Hurth knew about that because Casper gave him a lot of space as Cameron Olson, who's been having some good games, works into the lane and finds Katie underneath. Little off the mark. Katie's double-teamed. Coleman-Thull's fighting for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Coleman-Thull and the bench for Kewaskum is lighting a fire. They're looking to take the energy back after the early score by the Huskies. Katie's going to take it out on the inbounds. Casper, handoff to Katie. Elbow jumper, no. Rarig, wing three. That one is an air ball off the mark. Heft is going to be there for the rebound. Ryan Cook's going to walk it up for Kewaskum.
Little different feel of this game. This is normally a couple years ago. This would be a conference matchup.
Just a few years ago, and now a bad moving screen set by Kyle Heft, number 23 for Kewaskum. It's going to be an offensive foul, and Huskies are going to get the ball back.
Yeah, this Kewaskum team used to be EWC powerhouse.
And they were a good one, along with like Waupun and Plymouth.
Yep.
Those kind of matchups. But EWC nowadays, just every once in a while, we get to see some of that East Central Conference that Kewaskum is in now. Henry Schnell is going to have it on the wing. Rarig in the corner, down to Casper. And a nice fight there by Baumann, but Casper able to get it to Rarig, who's in trouble, double-teamed. Henry Schnell working against Heft. Rarig's going to slow it up, restart it. We apologize to those watching that it says Brilliant. I'm just dumb and forgot to edit it, but I'll edit that very soon once we get a small break. Henry Schnell has it out top, hands it over to Trevor Rarig. Trevor Rarig gets slapped by Baumann and gets slapped again, and they're going to call that one. I'm going to try to edit that real quick.
It's an early start for us. That's what it was. You know, we're not used to these 130 times.
I don't even know if that's how you spell Kewaskum. Yep, that looks good. All right, we should be good now. Trevor Erig's going to have it out top for the Huskies. Gets slapped again, this time by Daniels. Katie looks to hold the ball strong. Short corner for Henry Schnell. Off the mark. Cameron Olson fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be off the hands of Kyle Heft. Huskies ball back. Just a few minutes in, and we can tell that Kewaskum is not afraid to play very physical up top or anywhere. It's a game that the Huskies can play with as Henry Schnell has got one from the corner. It's going to be a fall down low. Coleman-Thull trying to plead his case that it shouldn't be, but it's going to be his first. Sam Casper going to be looking to work against him all night and try to get some more against him. As Cameron Olson pump fake up against Heft, and he has Heft way off the ground. Heft is going to fall on him, and that's going to be a fall on him.
Yeah, this Huskies team not off to a great start again, but luckily Kewaskum, they're holding Kewaskum. in check so far, so definitely something you'll take, especially when your shots aren't falling. Because they've had plenty of open looks.
And this time Casper's going to be called for a moving screen, and Coleman-Thol's happy about that to return that favor. So just a few minutes into this game, it's a 3-2 lead for Kewaskum as Daniels goes all the way down the lane against Katie. Open lane, and he takes it off the glass for 2. Huskies doing a good job of working the possession, not trying to do too much as Henry Schnell tries to drive baseline. Baby hook, well short. Heft there for the rebound. Heft slowly walking it up. Kewaskum is never in a rush from what the film I've seen.
They love this half-court offense.
Bauman working with some nice moves against Henry Schnell. Gets him off his feet, and he goes up off the glass, and Schnell's going to be called for a foul. It's going to be a 3-point play for Bauman. Bauman has not shot a free throw yet this year, according to the stats that I've seen, and that one misses. 0 for 1 as far as we know. And Jason Hurth is going to call an early timeout. 2-7 is the score here. Huskies down by 5. This is the same instance where we saw a timeout taken in Berlin just a couple nights ago.
Yeah, and it's been their problem a lot this year. Definitely, and something they're looking to fix in these next coming games.
It was an early run by Brillion that we saw the other night on Thursday in Brillion that Hurth just had to talk about it. It was 10, 15-point lead like right out of the gate for Brillion, but Huskies coming towards the end of the half went on a big run to tie it up. Huskies just need a little energy. That's really what it's been as of late. They're playing a lot more consistent. They went on a couple droughts in that Brilliant game, but Kiel and the Brilliant game prior, they did a great job. So it's just about controlling that possession, getting good shots, and just believing in yourself.
Yeah,
and
this might be the game they need, though, the high-intensity game. You can already see it from Kewaskum. It's just if the Huskies will match it. It could be a good test for them. And actually, they play a lot better when they have energy, so we'll see.
So Henry Schnell runs out of bounds across the baseline, and he's going to not called for a foul, but it's going to be a violation. It's going to be Kewaskum ball. In for the Huskies, number 3, Jaden Braun and Adam Schultz. Our first looks at them for substitutions for the Huskies. Daniel's going to take it up slowly for Kewaskum. Daniel's got the ball back in his hands. Now Bauman, guarded by Braun. Over to Heft, is on the free throw line, but he travels before he dribbles. They're going to be called for the turnover.
Coleman-Thol, I swear he was in that paint for like 7 seconds. I was counting. I was watching that. That is one thing they missed.
You're going to have to chirp those refs over there.
I may have to.
Braun back in that point guard role that we saw last week against Brilliant. He's a confident player. Younger on the varsity side, but confident nonetheless. Look for him to shoot more. He shot really well against Brilliant last week. Not a lot has he shot since then. There's Ryan Cook, short corner, right side, and that's good to go for Kewaskum. 2-9 lead, and we're going to see some pressure out top from Kewaskum. Braun's going to get it up to Schultz. He's looking to slow it up. Forced pass into Cameron Olsen, but he has it, and he's double-teamed. Ryan Cook's got the ball, looking to push it up to Daniel. It's a 1-on-2. Daniel's grabbed by Braun, and somehow they're going to call that a jump ball.
Wow.
And Daniel's like, no, he grabbed my arm, and I'd have to agree, but nonetheless.
Do we have blood on the court? That's what it looks like, I think.
And we got one of the refs over on the left side of the court in front of Kewaskum bench.
Angie did the
Saying
rescue.
some blood.
Yep. Angie, our savior.
One of our best friends, Angie Schaefer. Lucas Bauman's going to take it out for Kewaskum. Find Ryan Cook in the corner. Just fits that pass in there. Screen from Coleman-Thol. Cook's got a lane, but it's going to be another moving screen for Kewaskum. That's their second.
Yeah, Coleman Thal this game really hasn't been much on the scoring part, but he's been all over the game defensively and energy-wise. You can see it in him. He likes to clap his hands.
A 6'4" guy in Wisconsin is going to be, there's going to be notice on him, and
Yeah.
wherever his presence is, it's there. Rarig's got a corner 3. That one's no good. Cameron Olsen fights for the rebound, and he goes back up for a 3-point play coming. Good work by Cameron Olsen. Just as we progress into this year, his scoring averages are going up, and just the amount of energy that he brings to this team just keeps going up. He's fighting every single game. Just getting better and better.
Definitely, they need more of that this year. So, and you're starting to see it game by game.
Coming in for Kewaskum, Matthew Beekle and Sam Cady. No, that's not the Matthew Beekle most of you Huskies may be familiar with. It's a different one. That just, when I saw him on the roster, I was like, that just brings a smile to my face. Getting to say Matthew Beekle's name. Cameron Olsen converts on the 3-point play.
I wonder what that man is up to these days.
Who knows? Honestly.
Always an energetic guy.
Love being around him, but here we go. Daniel taking it up for Kewaskum. Down to Coleman Thole. He gets around Casper, and Casper looks like he's going to be called for a blocking foul. And we're going to see Phillip take his warm-up off. And that is going to be a second. Going to get a timeout for Kewaskum. That's going to bring Phillip Casper into this game, in for his brother. So 2 early fouls in the first 6 minutes for Sam Casper. That's going to be a key going down the stretch with the deficit, 4-point deficit that they're on.
Interested
and
to
then
see
also
if they put Casper on. I'm guessing they'll put the brother on him. So
yeah, you got 10 fouls between the Casper brothers there to work against Thal, and it's just going to be getting in the right position because he's going to be working to make moves up and under, wherever you want it, pump fakes everywhere, and Casper just got caught on that one.
It looked to see Kewaskum exploit this sophomore against Coleman Thal, so it'll be interesting to see.
Phillip Casper certainly does not look like a sophomore, other than a little bit of a baby face. Yeah. He could definitely lose the mullet, but and he gets off his feet there, and Coleman Thole is going to have a second 3, and that one's good to go. He's 2 for 2. Shows a little bit of that Devin Booker with the celebration.
This little stretch for the Huskies is key here. They gotta get something. They were able to do it against Brilliant. We'll see if they can do it again, go on a little run.
Schultz has got a corner 3. He can shoot, and that one goes. That may be the spark that they need to just get right back into this game. Adam Schultz, the best 3-point shooter on the team at 43%, better than his normal field goal percentage, and he's going to get up top and guard Daniel, but Daniel's going to make a drive to the lane. Looks like it's going to be a blocking foul on Schultz. And it is.
Might have got away with the carry there.
11:40 left to go in the first half. The good news for the Huskies, they're 1 foul away from getting into the bonus. Kewaskum has 6 fouls. Nice pass from Coleman Thole to Daniel, and Daniel's going to take it down the lane, tries to go up and under, and Phillip Casper actually tips it back in to the basket as he's going for the rebound. We'd call that an own goal.
Yes.
So I don't know who gets the score on that, but I'm going to write down just 2 points somewhere. As Sam Cady tries to drive in, but he's going to be called for a travel. Another turnover for the Huskies.
Not used to this quiet crowd on a Saturday.
No, we don't see many Saturday games. And 1:30, I know there's a lot of people who just don't like matinee games. Like, I believe Hook Ryan is one of those guys who's just make it 7 o'clock. Yeah. But most people are doing other things as Coleman Thole goes off the glass, and he has 8 early on in this game. Pressure still from Kewaskum. Casper finds Cady and just able to keep it in bounds, gets it to Braun. So Kewaskum falls into this 1-3-1 defense. The Huskies can shoot, so they just got to pass it around and find their shots. Henry Schnell, their leading scorer, has the ball in his hands.
Yeah, look for him to heat up. He has not scored yet, I believe. And
he's taken a shot, but he has not scored. Taken a couple shots.
Shutting him down so far. So
Cam Cady drives. Braun finds it down to Casper, double teamed, and he goes off the glass. Nice little baby hook there for the young fella. And it's a 6-point game, ticking down close to 10 minutes in the first half. Kewaskum showing a little more energy in this one as Ryan Cook can't get that one to go from the short corner. Cady's going to have it, pushing it up against. against Bauman. Katie now working against Daniel, just looking to find any open pass. He finds Schnell. Schnell finds Casper at the elbow. Braun up top. Braun looking to drive. He's got corner Adam Schultz. He checked.
Here we go.
That's good. He's 2 for 2. A little fist bump over to us.
That's big for him. He's always about that confidence. When he can get that going, watch out.
And if he just keeps stroking, he could get close to 50% on the season today. He doesn't have a whole, he's got about 20 attempts.
I know
that's going to put him close if he can make a few more.
Against Brilliant, he was a little shy at the end of the game to shoot those shots.
Yeah, he had a couple opportunities to possibly get the Huskies back into the game, but he didn't take it. He's got another one here, but he's going to drive against Coleman Thull, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul there, and Thull is lit up after that. He's clapping his way down the court.
He loves to clap.
Everything goes through him. The energy just feeds off of him, and how can it not when you're 6'4" and a monster? But Daniel's going to bring it up to the court. 3-point lead for Kewaskum halfway through this first half. Bauman down to Coleman Thull, working against Casper, and that one is a brick in the hands of Henry Schnell. Adam Schultz going to have it in his hands again. Over to Henry Schnell. Thinks about a three, doesn't. Adam Schultz has it up top. Now Braun's going to slow the pace down. Casper's got it at the free throw line. Over to Schultz, working against Bauman. Goes all the way baseline. Braun, corner three. That one's off the rubber, but he gets his rebound and then goes up off the glass. Good hustle to get back into that play.
There's one thing you don't see in high school often, following the shot. I know they talk about that a lot, but
Huskies especially. As Adam Schultz tries to get a charge of his own there, but he's going to call for a block. Feet were just moving a little too much on the play.
Jaden Braun looks to be hurt there. Something with his leg.
He'll get a breather.
He looks a little.
And coming into the game for the Huskies is Kent Blotz.
Ooh.
We have not seen this much. He looks a little confused coming in, but we're excited to see what this guy can do.
I know he's been waiting for his opportunity, so here it is.
What can the fella do? He has not scored so far this season.
I'm sure he's fired up though with this Packer game tonight too.
Absolutely.
So that might be. He's a diehard Packer fan, so but I hate to break it to him. He's gonna be a little disappointed tonight. So
we'll get into it at some point. So a little confusion down here. Beagle taking it out for Kewaskum. Blotz is going to be guarding Daniel, and he'll get the defensive work right away.
Here we go.
So the same call that we had on Henry Schnell earlier, Matthew Beagle runs across the baseline out of bounds. It's going to be a violation on them, another turnover. Now we see Cooper Olsen coming into the game as well. Rarig's going to walk it up the court for the Huskies. Just a 1-point lead for Kewaskum. Ticking to 8.5. Cameron Olsen looking to get inside. He rises up. Can't get it to go against Beagle. Coleman Thull there for the rebound. Daniel working the left side. Works against Kent Blotz. Kent Blotz stays on his feet. Coleman Thull there for the rebound. Can't get it to go. A lot of fight down low. Cooper Olsen comes away with it. Trevor Rarig up the court now for the Huskies. Cooper Olsen against Thull. He gets Thull off his feet. Henry Schnell, corner three. Off the mark. In the hands of Beagle. Then back to Michael Daniel. He's been designated for the point guard role today. Ryan Cook off the flare screen. Guarded by Trevor Rarig, the best defender on the Huskies team. Now Beagle travels, coming off the screen from Coleman Thull.
The Kewaskum, I think it's Indian still, but they love that back screen there and that flare. Seen them go to that multiple times.
They work a flare screen, a bottom screen to go across the baseline, and then also that up screen away from the ball. You just never know when it's coming.
Yeah.
Double dribble by Trevor Rarig. Another turnover on the Huskies. Sam Cady is going to come in for Henry Schnell. So a minute in here for Kent Blotz. He's keeping his guy in front of him. That's good to see. Good to see that he's getting his opportunities.
Yeah. Especially your senior year. It's good to see that.
Exactly. And he's going to be guarding Beagle. Super knot over to Daniel. Cameron Olsen doing a good job of closely guarding Thull to block the in-feed. Rarig up top against Cook. Cook's coming off the screen.
There we go.
Tries to pass it down, but it's in the hands of Cooper Olsen. Turnover on the Indians. Sam Cady has it right side. He's got Cooper Olsen in the corner. He's going to take a three, and he knocks it down. Good shot by Cooper Olsen. That is the first lead of the game.
He's been pump faking that shot all game long and finally pulled the trigger.
First lead of the game since the opening score for the Huskies, 18-16. Ticking down to 6.5 here to go in the first half. Daniel looking to drive against Cady. Kicks it back out to Ryan Cook. Super knot rises up, but Cady there for the rebound. Ken Blotz gets the ball. Cooper Olsen, pump fake against Beekle. Rarig up top, gets it down to Cameron Olsen. Work against Coleman Thull. He gets the ball stolen away from him by Ryan Cook, but they're going to call a jump ball. Oh. Ball's coming over to our table. I couldn't reach it. Just knocked our camera just a little bit.
This game is very similar to Brilliant, you know. It started out slow, got back that run at this time. We just never, against Brilliant, could get that lead back. And it's this group that does it too.
And it feels like the energy's rolling now. It's just a matter of keeping the point here. Just stay consistent, control those possessions. Cameron Olsen has it at the free throw line, looking to work with it. Cooper Olsen's got another corner three, and he's 2 for 2. Knocks down another one. Cooper Olsen, a streaky shooter, not a streaky shooter, but just a guy that doesn't shoot a lot, but when he does, he just seems to get it to go. So a good run here by the Huskies. Kewaskum hasn't scored in a few minutes now. Coleman Thull comes out of his post position, working against Cameron Olsen. He rises up against him, and a nice touch off the glass for Coleman Thull. Still good defense by Cameron Olsen, but a good touch there by Thull. Cameron Olsen working against Thull. Sam Cady against Daniel. A nice up and under. He's going to be hand checked by Daniel down low. No shot, but it's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, this run the Huskies on all without Schnell and Casper in the game.
So check that. Not a 1-1. It was a shooting foul. So we're going to see 2 shots here, but nonetheless.
We got Dane over here making sure we're on the board for stats here. We don't. Yeah.
I'm on board. I'm doing stats well.
We're not going to screw it up this time.
I'm pretty sure I got 18 points up there. Yeah, I'm trying my best to keep these stats going, but I'm just not very good at it.
We'll get it right one of these games.
I have 12. No way.
Well, two of them was from.
I've got 16.
Remember the two from the tip-in.
Oh yeah, and the 2 from the tip-in. I've got 18. Dane is a bum. I just didn't know where to put that tip-in. Yes, both free throws good for Sam Cady. Ryan Cook working against Rarig. Rarig, quick feet. Coleman Thull gets Cameron Olsen heft in the corner, rises up, and Sam Cady, good steal there. He's got a one-on-one, taking it, rises up. Cooper Olsen there for the rebound. Back out to Rarig. He's closely guarded by Coleman Thull. Cady's going to look to take it in again, and he rises up there and gets that one to go with the little shooter's touch. So a couple opportunities there for Cady, and able to capitalize on the second one. And we're going to see Jacob Kramer coming in for the Huskies.
Literally the whole bench.
I don't know if this is a non-conference thing. Hurts just working the whole bench. We love it. This is what we want to see as Daniel drives against Cady. An easy lane for him. So it's a 5-point lead for the Huskies. Close to 4 minutes left to go. Cooper Olsen has it at the wing by himself. Down to Cameron Olsen. And he steps on the baseline as he tries to work baseline against Coleman Thull. And we're going to see Jacob Kramer coming in for the boy Kent Blotz. And then Lucas Bauman back in for Kewaskum. Yeah.
Great.
I don't think he got scored against. No. So defense is the biggest thing when you come in off the bench. Don't play a lot. Play good defense, you'll get more. So Kramer is going to be guarding Bauman over there on the left side. Coleman Thull has it at the free throw line. Looking to work against it. Cameron Olsen, good defense. He's got a double team from Cooper Olsen, and Cameron Olsen's going to be called for a foul as Coleman Thull goes up.
Olsen has been playing great defense on Coleman Thull this whole time he's came in.
Every single time. He does not have the size advantage, but he makes it work. He's got quick feet and just a great presence and IQ of where to be.
Big, especially when Casper's in foul trouble early like this.
Coleman Thal can't get that free throw to go. We have not seen Sam Casper in since the first 8 minutes, I believe. It's been a good 5 minutes since he's been in this game. Coleman Thal, second one, that goes. Cuts it down to a 4-point lead for the Huskies. Ticking under 4 minutes now. Sam Cady finds Rarig in the corner. Kramer up top.
Oh.
Kicks it over to Cooper Olson. He pump fakes down to his brother.
Good
And
pass.
nice little dump off to
There we
Sam
go.
Cady, who's going to go up against Bauman, and he'll be fouled and go to the line for 2. So good feed there by Cameron Olson.
I'm
He was
loving
double
this
teamed.
early. Team ball here. Everybody sharing the sugar.
Sharing the sugar,
That's
Sam
right.
Cady.
And I believe
Can't get that one to
I
go.
believe our top scorer has not scored in this game yet.
Henry
Correct,
Schnell
Dean?
has not scored.
I believe he has not. That is something when he's not on you love to see.
Cady's second free throw. That goes. He's 3 for 4. Back to a 5-point lead for the Huskies. Daniel has the lane. He's going to try to take it against Cady. He's going to be fouled on the ground, but he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. So it's a hand check on Sam Cady. So far, we haven't seen the Indians try to work against Kramer with Bauman. Bauman's got quick feet, and obviously, it's no hiding that anyone is going to have a size advantage against Kramer. In for the Indians, number 0, Isaac Schmidt, his first look in this game.
Not too bad of a size advantage there. Look at that matchup there.
Daniel gets it to go. Turnover by the Huskies right as they come up the court. 3-point lead with 3.5 to go here. Ryan Cook's going to hand it off to Daniel. The ball's on the ground, and Trevor Rarig's, it's bouncing around. It's going to be off the foot of Trevor Rarig, but good hands to be in the play. Daniel's going to take it out for the Indians right in front of our table. Quiet house right now.
Yeah.
It's a little unnerving as Daniel hands it off to Ryan Cook and then over to Heft. Cook's got a top of the key 3. That one's off the mark. Sam Cady there for the rebound. And he's off his feet as he was kind of pushed by Schmidt. But he gets his dribble back. And Cady up to Cooper Olson. Kramer's open on the left corner, just if anyone wants to know. Cameron Olson working against a double team, and he's going to be called for a travel there.
A lot of travels called.
That one might have
in
been a
this
little
game.
questionable. But it's a turnover on the Huskies.
That has been a theme in this game, travels early on.
We haven't seen Henry Schnell in the game for a few minutes. He's back in. See if he can get his first score coming here soon. Daniel up the court for Kewaskum. Hand off to Ryan Cook. Then go to Heft again. Left wing. Now Cook in the corner. Down to Coleman Thal. He had Cameron Olson in a bad position, and he takes advantage of it going up against the glass. It's only a 1-point lead for the Huskies. As the Huskies face some pressure once again out of the inbounds. Jaden Braun over to Henry Schnell in the corner. Braun swings it over to Jacob Kramer. He takes a 3. That's an air ball. Good to see a shot taken by him, though. And it's going to be off. Foot on the baseline for Schmidt. It's going to be Huskies ball. So hopefully Kramer gets a couple opportunities like that.
Yeah,
He
the
can
whole
shoot.
bench was on their feet when he shot
can
that. They
shoot.
wanted that to fall.
Jaden
Just
Braun
gotta get the-
looking for someone. He finds Schnell. Across the half court. Schnell's going to have it. Schmidt's with the pressure. Schnell walks it up. Working against Schmidt. Looking to get in, and
There
he's
we
got an
go.
easy lane and uses the left hand off the glass. 28-25 is your score. Ticking close to 2 minutes now in the first half.
Big 2 minutes here for the Huskies. Want to keep this lead going into half.
Coleman Thal has it on the wing. He's 2 for 2 from 3, but Kyle Heft is going to take one. That's off the mark. Jaden Braun has it. He's going to look to push for the Huskies. Corner, Cameron Olson. Pump fake. Cameron Olson, another pump fake. Sam Cady in the corner. Looking to work off his dribble. Gets Coleman-Thull off his feet, and then a bad left hand by Katie, but gets his own
There we
rebound
go.
and spins it off the glass for 2.
This Kewaskum team loves to jump. I've noticed that.
Every pump fake, someone's off the ground, it seems. Hef sets the screen for Daniel. Bad screen, doesn't really use well, but Daniel's going to take it left side. Coleman-Thull had his hand in there, but it's on the floor. Schnell comes away with it. And ticking close to a minute. Huskies have a 5-point lead. Schnell kicks it over to Sam Cady. He's got a corner 3. That's off the mark. Jaden Braun fighting for the rebound. The ball goes way up in the air. Heft comes away with it. 2-on-2 go the Indians. And it's going to be a blocking foul by Schnell. Didn't really get set in a good spot. And Heft is going to go to the line for 2.
Heft, a 63% free throw shooter.
So 2 for 3 would be his average. He gets 2 shots here. And he gets that one to go. Goes around the iron a couple times, but it falls. Sam Cady going to go out. Kramer going to go out. And Cooper Olson and Trevor Rarick are going to come in for the Huskies. With a minute left, the Huskies are 1 foul away from putting the Indians into double bonus. 2 shots as Heft takes his second free throw here. And it's good. So no pressure, not too much shown by the Indians here. Coming across half court, Henry Schnell works against Daniel. Goes up off his feet to make the pass to Olson and gets back into the hands of Schnell. Hirth is calling for relaxation on the offensive side. Just get a good possession. They don't need to rush anything. They can work the whole clock. They got 47 seconds. A couple swing passes, finds the ball to Braun, and Cameron Olson back out to Braun. Rigg working against Daniel, and Braun's going to step back and find Schnell on the right side. Schnell back to Braun on the left side. 30 seconds, ticking down. Braun finds Cooper Olson, goes back out to Rarig. Just passing the ball around are the Huskies. Not doing anything special. Holding for a last shot, it looks like. 20 seconds left. 30-27, 3-point lead for the Huskies. 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Huskies holding for a last shot. Trevor Rarick corner. Schnell, right side. Gonna drive in, he's got 8 seconds. He's gonna work short corner, rises up. That one's short, Coleman-Thull has it in his hands. He kicks it up to Ryan Cook, 2 seconds. Aaron Rodgers on the throw over the backboard. 30-27 is your halftime score. We saw a slow start there for the Huskies, but they come back with a nice run, and they take a halftime lead.
Great half
they
for the
haven't
Huskies
had
there.
a lot.
To get that lead back after the slow start.
So we're going to step aside, and I believe we have stats today.
I think
so
we
we're
do.
We're going to step aside
we didn't
and
drop
take
the
care of
ball.
that. All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the doghouse in New Holstein. Believe it or not, we actually have stats today.
That's
so
right.
We can hand those over.
That's because I'm not doing them. I always screw them up. So.
And I got Dane next to me, keeping me in focus. So first for Kewaskum, Lucas Bauman, number 1's got 6. The 2 points that Casper tipped in, they gave it to Bauman because he was the closest to the play or whatever you want to say. Then Michael Daniel, number 2, he's got 6. Ryan Cook, number 11, he's got 2. Kyle Heft had the 2 free throws, he's got 2. And then Coleman Thal himself, he has 11. Leading scorer there for Kewaskum. Now, for your Huskies, Cooper Olson's got 6. Jaden Braun's got 2. Sam Cady leading the way with 7, all down by the paint. Henry Schnell did score once, he's got 2. Adam Schultz, a couple threes, he's got 6. Cameron Olson, he's got 3. Philip Casper got 2 of his own. And then Sam Casper did not play in the last, 10 minutes of the first half. He only has 2. So, we have our friend Alyssa Wagner here.
Yup.
Hi there, everybody.
Yup.
Yeah, she's just here to help out, and she would actually like to get into this broadcasting stuff one day. So
Yeah, I'm going to be pretty good.
So let's go to you right away. What did you see in the first half that surprised you or stood out to you?
A lot of fouls,
There
but
was
a lot of good shooting so far. The game's pretty close, so I mean that's exciting.
One thing that we saw a lot was early drought there for the Huskies. They got down by close to 10. It happened in Brilliant as well, but they made a good run to come back. Held Kewaskum from scoring for a solid 5-6 minutes. That was a big key in the game, and then they're able to hold the lead, something that they haven't done a lot the whole year since Brilliant game last week.
Oh, for sure. I agree 100%.
Cheeks, what did you see in your line over there drinking a little bit of water?
For today's game?
Yeah, what are you seeing?
The post defense for the Huskies on Coleman Falls, what stood out to me.
Yeah, they're playing really good against him. Sam Casper was out there for a lot, and he was guarded mostly by Cameron Olson. He had a couple threes, which is over half of his scoring. They just gave him a lot of space out there. They weren't really aware of the scouting report. I don't think that he shoots over 30% from 3. So in the paint, they're holding him good, under 50%, working off the glass, and that's good looks for the Huskies going down the stretch. It's just a matter of they're not a very good second half team statistically so far throughout the year. So how are they going to manage going for the rest of the game?
I don't know. It's the first 4 minutes. That's the key to me. It's every game for them. The first 4 minutes of that half.
All right. So as we get too close to this game, I'm going to move the camera back to the scoreboard so you don't get to see Alyssa's pretty face anymore. But
Oh, the camera.
What do you think for the Packer game today? What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. I don't really watch the Packers, but maybe they'll do good.
No, I hope they lose, so
Oh.
Calvin will agree with me on that, so
Oh,
as he's fixing the camera here.
but I thought the camera was going on me.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Not anymore.
fine, whatever. I guess we are here for the
We have a
game.
game to broadcast.
Guess you're right.
so hot take I just heard from Dane Jacobson to my left.
gosh.
Jacob Kramer's going to have a 3 some point in this half. I mean, I'd love it.
That's right.
So we got another 18 minutes here of matinee basketball. Let's hope this goes quick. We have an hour and 15 minutes before this big Packer game
Yeah, when
coming
they
up.
lose, so.
So Huskies looking to come out with a dub. They got a 3-point lead coming out of half. And also staying with us is our friend Alyssa for as long as she wants, I suppose. We'll hear some hot takes from her if she wants to butt anything in.
Oh, yeah.
So Trevor Erig's going to take it left side on the wing, working against Bauman. Then Katie's going to look into Sam Casper, gets back into the game. Soft touch can't go. Bauman there for the rebound. Bauman's going to kick it back to Daniel, walking across half court. I would not mind if this clock ran down the whole way. I'd need to get my seat warmed up.
I don't know why
as
you're in
Ryan
such a
Cook
hurry.
wins 3 and ties up the game for Kewaskum right out of half.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see pressure very soon from Kewaskum here. Some sort of press in the next couple of possessions. I would not be surprised.
Henry Schnell hands it off to Rarig, and then Katie in the corner, working it down to Casper again. Finds Cameron Olson at the free throw line. He's going to work, and he's going to make a lane down the left side. Cameron Olson opens up the scoring for the Huskies out of half with a nice 2. Huskies take the lead back after the game being tied, and Daniel's going to kick it over to Heft off the left wing. Couple guys in the corner there. Ryan Cook has it. Guarded closely by Rarig. Cook's going to go baseline, kick it back out to Bauman. Guarded by Schnell. Rarig sticks his hand in there.
Questionable kick ball, I think, there. I don't know. He missed
Daniel,
that.
3 from the top of the key, just off the left side. And that gives the lead back to Kewaskum with a 1-point advantage. Cameron Olsen over to Henry Schnell. Swing pass to Katie. Casper up off the glass, rises up against Coleman Thull. Coleman Thull not bringing a lot of energy so far into this half. He looks like he's jogging around a little bit. Kewaskum knows that they have to change that if they want to get the momentum swinging back in their favor. He's going to have it on the wing. He's going to work against Casper. Casper, quick
Good
feet,
defense.
but Thull kicks it out to Daniel. Thull has the 3 in the corner. He's going to take it from the corner, and he misses that one. First miss of the game as Katie tries to keep the ball in his hands, and he's followed by Ryan Cook.
Kewaskum loving the 3-point game so far to start the half. Not many looks inside.
And we've already seen 3-4 lead changes coming out of half, both ways. Sam Casper most recently off the glass to give the Huskies a 1-point advantage. Rarig stuck on right side, but a couple swing passes over to Schnell. Rarig up top of the key.
Right in the middle, right in the middle.
Indians back in the one.
Cameron Olsen, a little spin move to get in by the free throw line. It goes off the knee of Bauman and in the hands of Daniel. He's got a 1-on-2. He's going to work against Schnell, and he gets that to go with the right hand, left side. And another lead change back in the favor of Kewaskum. Now Daniel's going to put some pressure on Schnell. He's going to kick it over to Rarig. He's going to drive and kick it back to Schnell. Katie's got a right side, finds Casper in the short corner. Back to Katie. Rarig now working the left side to Schnell. Casper free throw line down to Cameron Olsen. Henry Schnell's got a long 3 from the left wing.
And money!
He knocks it down.
Be nice for him to heat up in this half. Can definitely be able to open this game up then.
And that is another lead change.
Was that 6?
I believe so, as Daniel's going to work off a screen from Coleman Thull. It's going to be away from the ball fall.
Come on, Trevor, let's go.
Trevor held his head up there because he knew he got the fall there coming off the screen. He looked like he put his knee into Bauman's middle of the body area is what we'll go with there. He's holding his jewels, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That is an uncomfortable feeling, as any man would tell you.
That's right.
And he's going to need to be pulled for that.
Did you just get hit in the nuts? Yeah.
Beekle's going to come in for him.
Still a very quiet house here. You know, I think it'd be more energetic with this close game.
The close game that we got. There's not a whole lot of people here. The JV for New Holstein and JV for Kewaskum is taking out most of the areas.
That's right.
Daniel goes Euro step, but he travels on that one. Cameron Olsen has the ball in the corner. He's got Katie to his right, and he's looking for him. He's got a corner 3, but he goes short corner off the dribble. That's off the mark. Half there for the rebound. But Rarig sticks his hand in there. It looks like it's going to be off his hand. Indians ball. Daniel walking it up the court. 2-point advantage for the Huskies. 4 minutes here into this second half. Heft, left wing. Casper guarding Coleman Thull closely, but they get it down to him. Just off the post. Ryan Cook, top of the key, spinning against Trevor Rarig. He goes to the ground. I believe it should have been a travel, but they don't call it. Daniel's going to drive against Trevor Rarig. And a
beautiful charge right there
by Trevor Rarig. Good work, and Daniel's going to be called for the offensive foul. Possession's going to go back to the Huskies.
Kewaskum in this sort of diamond press. I think that's what they call it. Diamond press, I believe.
Can't say I have enough technical knowledge to agree or disagree.
I don't know. I think we ran this a couple times when we were freshmen.
Someone cut me.
You have to fact check
Schnell off the foot of Ryan Cook. How about about those shoes by Ryan Cook? They're like a couple different colors. Like they almost looked like they were a couple different shoes. Schnell gets it into Rarig, just in front of Cook. Rarig looking to get it out of the corner. Gets it to Cameron Olsen, right side. Working to left side to Katie. Huskies just controlling the possession. Gets it into Cameron Olsen by the free throw line. Back out to Katie. Henry Schnell looking to go baseline. Back out to Katie, left wing. He's going to go in. Henry Schnell, corner
For the three!
And he knocks it down. Good three by Henry Schnell. He's got 2.5. That's a 5-point advantage for the Huskies. Hand off to Beekle, top of the key. Another, no fake handoff there from Daniel. He's working off the dribble.
Oh,
and
wow.
he goes again.
Beautiful finish right there.
He splits Cameron and Sam Casper. He gets a 2-point bucket for himself. Now Rarig, Casper off the block. He's going to work back down there now as Rarig closely guarded up top. Huskies are spreading their offense out. All they got to do is control possession, get a few shots along the way. Cameron Olsen looking to go baseline. He kicks it back out to Rarig. Henry Schnell, top of the key, closely guarded by Daniel and Heft. He gets out of it. Katie, right wing.
Skip.
Sam Casper, short corner, right side.
Liking this ball movement here.
Katie driving, rises up against Coleman Thal, and that's
There we
off
go.
the mark, but Sam Casper.
Beautiful finish by Sam Casper right there.
Beekle. And Beekle's going to be called for the foul. It's going to be a 3-point play for Casper.
A lot of ball movement early here in this half.
They're spreading it out.
Slowing
They're
it
taking
down.
their time. That's all they got to do.
Sort of playing like Kewaskum does. Kind of taste of their own medicine sort of thing.
Jaden Braun and Cooper Olsen into the game here for the Huskies before the one free throw by Casper. 60% free throw shooter, just hit the 60% mark on Thursday. Had a couple free throws made there. And he makes this one here to give a 6-point advantage to the Huskies. Their largest of the game. Daniel walking it up slowly, waiting for the offense to come together. Coleman Thal, another three from the right wing, and he hits. He's 3 for 4 today.
Oh, Devin Booker, he loves that celebration.
Doesn't matter what it is, he's putting his arms up and flailing them. Rarig has the left side. Turnover by the Huskies. Daniel working the right side. Almost an over and back there, and they're going to call it.
Late call.
I believe Ryan Cook did have his feet across. Ref was a little behind the play, and Coleman Thal just decides to not get into it.
But he was right.
That call may get him energized, though. That could be bad news for the Huskies somehow.
A little degrading to Daniel, though. Just got caught up in a bad spot, and he's got to pay the price for the team. Rarig into Cooper Olsen on the free throw line. Braun, right side wing. Cooper Olsen in the corner. He likes that spot. Rarig, swing passes over to Schnell. He's going to take a wing three. Can't get it to go. Sam Casper fights for the rebound. He's at the free throw line. Cooper Olsen looking to go in against Cook, but he's going to be fouled by Cook. Huskies are going to take it on the baseline.
There we go. Henry for the three.
Sorry, I had to look back.
We're good. That's
good call,
three,
Alyssa Wagner.
3 threes for Henry in this half.
He's coming out hot, and it's back to a 6-point advantage. Taft working against Cooper. Sets a screen for Beekle, but Beekle doesn't take it. It's tipped by the Huskies, finds its way to the corner to Ryan Cook, and out of the top of the key for Daniel. Guarded by Braun. Daniel likes to use the left side, but he kicks it over to Heft. Guarded by Cooper Olsen in the corner. Kewaskum slowing it up, waiting for the offense to progress. Cook picks up his dribble. He's got Beekle on the left wing, working against Schnell. Now it's Heft top of the key. He's looking to drive against Olsen and Casper.
Should be on the
Ball
ground.
before the shot. It's on the ground. It's going to be a foul by Cooper Olsen.
Home Huskies, number 1, Cooper Olsen, his first, team second.
So Sam Katie's going to give Trevor Rarig a breather.
No Adam Schultz in this half yet. Surprised by that. Some 3-point shooting out
Yep.
there, you know?
It seems like we always see him come in when a spark is
Yes.
needed. The spark has been lit already as Ryan Cook takes a long three, but that's off the mark. Cooper Olsen there for the rebound. If the Huskies need it, Adam Schultz will be there for a spark, I guarantee it, but we'd love to see him at any point. Braun. Katie finds Cooper Olsen
There
on
we
the
go.
free throw line. Elbow shot jumper, good to go for Cooper Olsen. And it's up to an 8-point advantage for the Huskies, their largest of the half. And there's Adam Schultz firing up the boys coming in to the bench.
All right. So I believe it's the time. We need to go over this game
All
later
right.
today. I think it's the time. here.
We're an hour away from
Yeah.
kickoff
What
at
are you,
Lambeau
what are you
Field.
thinking?
I've seen a lot of good things on the internet, and my take on it myself, I think the Packers have got. I think the line is 10 right now. It's 7 or 10, and I'd bet that line. I think 10-point advantage.
You know,
for
people
the
are gonna hate
Packers.
me for this, but you know, I'm rolling with the Rams. You know, I just can't stand Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Everybody knows this, so
As we've noted, Cooper Kupp will not be
Yep.
playing. I think our defense will not have a problem facing Jared Goff and the Rams
I
at
can't wait.
Lambeau Field.
I can't wait to watch that Ramsey-Adams matchup. Though. That'll be fun.
It's just going to come down to Aaron Donald, who's, I believe, still hurt. He's just avoiding it in the press. And then
He's
Jalen
still
Ramsey.
playing though, so
Somehow.
We'll see.
He bruised a rib at least last week. But coming out of the timeout, Coleman Thull's got a top of the key three. That one doesn't go. He's 3 for 5 on the day. Cooper Olsen there for the rebound. Hands it off to Jaden Braun. He's going to have some pressure from Daniel, but kicks it up ahead to Schnell. Under 10 minutes now for the Huskies. Almost a turnover. Schnell able to get it back, but it's in the hands of Cooper Olsen. Cooper Olsen, that gets tipped, and Braun tries to get his hands on it from Daniel, and he's going to be called for a scrappy foul. That was a little ticky-tacky there,
yeah, I'd say.
but they got depth in the guard position, so they'll be fine. That's only his first anyways. That's an okay foul. 8-point advantage here for the Huskies. Daniel keeping it slow. Beagle, right wing. Looking to work down to Coleman Thull. Philip Casper into the game, and Braun coming over
Right-
from the help defense.
Right
for
away,
Coleman Thull.
yeah, they're taking advantage
Drops
of that
down
matchup.
and goes off the glass against Philip Casper. Jaden Braun across half court, right side. Cooper Olsen corner, pump fake. Ryan Cook stays on his feet. Sam Cady, that's a pump fake. Two pump fakes, gets two men off their feet, but can't get it to go. Cooper
There we
Olsen.
go.
Cooper Olsen,
There
beautiful
for the
finish!
Scrappy rebound and back up off the glass. Those Olsen brothers always seem
That's
to be
right.
on the opposite side of the hoop from where
They're
the
always
shot
in the
is.
right
They
place at the
always
right
get that
time.
rebound. IQ plays by those guys. Ryan Cook takes a long three from the top of the key. That's short. Philip Casper for the rebound. Left side to Braun. Takes it up across half court against Daniel. Handoff to Katie. Not a handoff, but Katie loses the handle, but it finds its way into Schnell's hands. So we got Cooper at the free throw line. Cook off his feet again. Braun could have had a three, but he doesn't take it. Schnell working against Beagle. Finds Katie. In by the elbow. He goes up one hand. Coleman Thull there for the rebound. Pushing it up is Cook. 8.5 to go. Coleman Thull thought about a three, but he's going to drive against Cooper Olsen and Philip Casper. It's going to be a block by Cooper Olsen. His second.
Is that on the ground? Yeah, it looks like it was on the ground.
Excuse me, that was on Philip Casper, not Cooper Olsen. That's only his first. And then, as we've requested, Adam Schultz into the game for the Huskies. The announcers,
Maybe looking to get this
the announcers' jinx has worked in our
That's
favor
right.
a lot since we started doing this.
maybe looking to break this game open a little bit here. Some 3 points.
Ticking down close to 8 minutes now. Coleman Thull had another three, but Casper giving
Oh,
him less
wow.
spaces. Ryan Cook has taken 3 long threes. None of them have went. His last 3 shots have been an NBA three, as Schultz is going to go across half court left side. Cooper Olsen, corner three. He's got a couple. That one doesn't go. Braun there for the rebound. Looks like it's going to be a fall on Katie, though. Push from behind on Ryan Cook. And that's what it is. 5 fouls for the Huskies. They got a couple to give with 8 minutes to go before the bonus to Kewaskum. And we're going to see a timeout taken by the Indians. So we can get back into this Packers matchup. We haven't heard Alyssa's comments.
Hi, everybody.
I
Do you
asked
have
you
anything,
before when you were
to
fixing
say
the camera.
about this Packers game, or do you not care?
I don't really care about football, so no.
I'm gonna get hate for it, but you know I just can't. Not a Packer. lover, you know. Just it's like
I
Kansas City.
expected the line to be a lot closer than it is, but the line is about the same as it is with the Chiefs-Browns game, and I think that game's going to be close.
That game
too,
will be
honestly.
close. Yeah, it's a good matchup for the Browns if they can exploit that running game, you know.
I think if the Packers and the Chiefs are both playing the same at the end of the regular season, then we could make significant reason to believe that the Chiefs would have a much better chance against the Browns.
Oh,
but
my gosh.
the way that the Chiefs are playing with Mahomes the last couple of weeks that he was playing, and he hasn't played in 20 days, I just...
The Chiefs know when to
The
turn it on.
Browns are hot.
And
The
they're
Browns
going to
are
turn it on. No, I don't think they were hot. I think it was because of that snap and everything where they got that.
Okay, one
touchdown.
snap does not make that
Change
big
the
of a
whole
difference
game.
in a professional football game.
Yes,
it
it
was
does.
the first play of the game.
Oh, no. Don't get me going on
4
that.
interceptions.
Don't
Cooper Olsen
get
work
me
against
going.
Kyle Heft. He's going to be called for a hand check. One bad snap does not cause 4 interceptions.
Oh,
I'd
it's
just like to
no,
say
it
that.
just turned everything.
So it's going to be Kewaskum ball on the baseline. Ryan Cook's going to take it out. A little unsure of himself, but finds Coleman Thal in the corner, guarded by Cameron Olsen. Cameron Olsen trying to not allow the 3 from Thal as Bauman goes up.
Beautiful finish right there by number 1.
He lands on Rarig. Rarig goes down hard, but Kewaskum, kind guys there to pick him up. Rarig takes that one in his mouth.
Offensive
yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
Against Rarig.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, it's
Coleman
an
Thal is-
offensive foul.
yes.
Good take.
I
Good
think
take by Rarig.
one ref had offensive and one had a block there. So
The way I saw it, I had it judged completely wrong, but great take by Rarig and good sportsmanship by the Kewaskum guys to help him up there. Rarig, cross half court. Cooper Olsen in the
that.
corner. He's going to control the possession instead of taking it.
Uh-oh. Clock problems.
And now we have a discussion by the refs. The building goes silent.
Is Dietz? Dietz, can we count on you here?
I don't know what the problem was. It was but it's Huskies ball nonetheless.
Did I miss something?
Into the elbow for Cooper Olsen. Gets it out to Katie. Good pump
Hey.
fake there. Rarig stays on his feet. Back to Katie. Just working the right and left side. Cooper Olsen got to get out of the lane, and he does. Back to Cooper Olsen. They're working a 3-man game, a little triangle up at the top. Now we find Adam Schultz in the corner. They're going to control the possession,
Like this.
not take the shots with an 8-point lead.
Adam Schultz is wide open on the wing down there.
Cooper Olsen finds himself open again in the corner. Adam Schultz now will take the spot of Sam Katie. Now Rarig. Cooper Olsen in the corner. Huskies just passing the ball around, swing passes, whatever they got to do. Daniel gets his hands on it, but back in the hands of Cooper Olsen. Cooper Olsen working off his dribble. Couple of hesitations, finds Rarig, but it's off the hands of him. Heft going to work a 2-on-2 against Daniel. Daniel just able to keep it in. Bauman has the ball. He's driving in, rises up against Cooper Olsen, and that doesn't go, but he's going to go to line for 2. Foul on Cooper Olsen.
With this substitution coming up, the Huskies have used their whole bench. That is probably the first time we've seen that all year.
Excuse me, it was on Adam Schultz. I'm just terrible at judging who the fouls are on, apparently. And we are going to see our first look at David Rojas for the Huskies. We haven't seen him since we've been commentating.
Yeah.
Not sure how much playtime he's got, but it's good to see everyone on the bench getting their chances. Sam Casper's going to find his way back into the game as well. So I have definitely dropped the ball on the stats now, but second half, who cares?
Hey, we got one half, right? That means the next game we're getting both.
It's the best I've done so far. So Bauman, free throw goes. The second one goes. Rarig waiting for someone to throw in the ball. Cameron Olsen's going to come back for him.
Staying in this diamond press according to our knowledge of presses.
Our vast knowledge that we
Yes.
have. Trevor Rarig controlling. Sam Katie working against Bauman. Gets him off his feet. Corner Cameron Olsen. Looking for Rarig. Finds him. Rarig rips. Hand off to Cameron Olsen. He's going to drive. Finds Casper. 15 feet. Now David Rojas touches the ball for the first time. Katie got it left side. Gets him off his feet. Goes up.
There we go.
And a
Beautiful
good
shot.
there over Heft. Nice little shooter's touch for Sam Cady. And it's the biggest lead for the Huskies so far of the day at 9 points. Trevor Egg closely guarding Daniel. Daniel comes off a screen, doesn't take a shot. Coleman still wants that three. Ryan Cook gets Cady off his feet, then kicks it to Daniel in the corner. Daniel goes baseline, finds Hef. No, it's off his hands. Bauman at the elbow, guarded by Rojas. Coleman Thull patiently waiting, finds Ryan Cook right side.
Offense.
Beautiful call right there, I'm telling you.
Offensive foul on the Indians. Not sure on who. I did not see that.
Just a scoreboard check. Sam Cady is 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
Ah.
Not something we see often, except for like maybe Sam Casper. Since
Yeah.
he averages
Yep.
right around 10 rebounds a game. You took my stats over here.
Sorry. Just getting a little anxious here.
Sorry. Henry Schnell finds Rojas. He's working right side. Dribbles against, finds Henry Schnell. Trevor Egg, top of the key now. Crossing the volleyball line. And he's double teamed. The ball is up in the air. It's in the hands of Kewaskum.
And Trevor does a
Bauman
dive.
controlling it. Coleman Thull's got another three. He takes it. And that one drops down. That's his 4th of the day. And every single time that Devin Booker celebration's got to come into play.
I want to talk on this later.
6
Okay,
point
goodbay,
lead for the
everybody.
Huskies.
Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us, Alyssa. We really appreciate it. We'd love you to be on again.
Okay, I will. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Awesome. So as we take care of that, Henry Schnell's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. You got something to say, Cheeks?
No,
Having a good time?
I'm just, yeah.
Awesome.
We're having a great time.
So a quick timeout here by Jason Hirth. Oh, Lucas Bauman fouled out. See, we're just confused over here. We're not even paying attention.
Yeah. It's that matinee, dude. It's 1:30.
Yeah, I'm
Start
tired.
time.
I'm going to fall asleep during
Not
that
used
Packer
to
game.
this.
Game's going to be
Yeah,
so boring.
because it'll
we're
probably
gonna
be a
up by
20-point game when the Rams are up by 20. So just like the 49ers game. I did fall asleep in that game last year. It was so
Yeah,
boring.
that was a tough one.
That was rough.
Only 8 passes in that game by Jimmy Garoppolo. That was rough. Henry Schnell can't get the first one to go. Coleman Thull there for the rebound. So timeout for Kewaskum. We're ticking down close to 4 minutes. It's a 6-point lead for the Huskies. They're staying right around that area.
This is a territory the Huskies are not used to being in, leading with 4 minutes to go. They had a little bit of that against Kiel. Couldn't finish the deal, so.
They didn't have a big lead, but it went back and forth against Kiel. It was definitely a really good game that just came down to the last couple minutes. They just couldn't make their free throws, and the freshman from Kiel made every single one of his, and he was like less than a 50% free throw shooter.
It'll be interesting to see how they go possession by possession here, and if they rush it or they take their time. So we'll see. But definitely, what you want to see, a lead going with 4 minutes left.
We did see this against Brilliant last week. This is kind of the game that we were seeing.
Yep.
Huskies were just holding on there, but they were able to spread it out in the last couple minutes. But I'm actually doing I'm in an interim class right now for Oshkosh, and I have to do a persuasive speech, and I had no idea what I wanted to do my topic on, but we talked about this a couple weeks ago, the implementation of a shot clock.
Yep.
So I'm just thinking about that right now, like how big of a difference would a shot clock make in this game right now?
Would.
Like, these games especially, so the Huskies can't just hold the possession for a minute if they want to, or minutes at a time.
Yeah.
They'd have like 30, 35 seconds to get a shot off, and I believe, like, especially for games like these, it just makes it more competitive. Like,
it would be interesting to see a shot clock in high school, though.
I just don't want to do this speech at all, but 150 points.
Yeah,
so I kind of gotta.
I start school up on Monday, so feels weird to go back.
Yeah, it's been a nice long break as Daniel takes it out of the timeout across half court. Coleman Thull, hesitation on the three. Daniel has it up top again, guarded by Rarig. He's going to go up against Casper, be off the hands of Rojas. Kewaskum's going to get it back. We're under 4 minutes now. Any foul on Any defensive foul is going to put both teams to the line. Coleman Thal, corner 3. That one's way long. Cameron Olsen there for the easy rebound.
Let's get a nice minute-long possession here at least.
See what they
It'd
can
be nice
do.
to
Cameron
see.
Olsen sets a screen up top against Schmidt for Rarig. Hand off to Rojas. It's good to see that Hearth trusts the young guys who haven't been in, even in a spot like this, where the Huskies really need to get a win. Rojas, nice pass into Cameron Olsen. He works against Heft. Can't get it to go, but he fights for his own rebound and works against Coleman.
Scrappy right there.
And he is scrappy.
A lot of
That's
them
the
on
word.
this team.
And he gets it to go off the glass. Back to an 8-point advantage for the Huskies.
And that was
close to 3 minutes.
That just showed me just a little bit of the Ursan Ilyasova.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I just thought of in that possession right there.
Ryan Cook gets Schnell off his feet, but leaves it short on the 3-point line.
There we go.
Good rebound by Rojas. He gets fouled by
bonus,
Schmidt.
Right, we are
That'll
in the bonus.
send him to the line. According to the stats, David Rojas does not have a free throw attempt this year, so this will be his first.
There we go.
And he gets that one to go. Nice little teardrop. A swish will get the confidence.
That's
For
right.
your first shot.
Haven't seen Kent or Jacob Kramer
Back
in the game in the second half.
Dane's got 3 minutes for his wish to
Yes.
come true.
Thank you.
Kramer 3.
I don't know, man. That's looking a little slim.
So Rojas goes 1 for 2, but gives the Huskies a 9-point advantage, tied with their biggest lead of the game. Heft over to Daniel, left side, Coleman. Now Heft, right corner, guarded by Cameron. That one doesn't go. Rojas, couple back-to-back rebounds for him. Rarig guarded closely by Schmidt. He's going to work against him. Gets it across half court. Now double-teamed is Cameron. Rojas has it. Sam Casper almost fouled by Coleman Thal. Passes over to Cameron Olsen. Goes off his hands. It's in the hands of Heft. Kewaskum 2.5 minutes here. Need a couple buckets. Can't miss much going down the stretch. Their slow offense isn't going to help a lot, but it's a long 3 from Ryan Cook, and he finally gets one to go. And it's back to a 6-point advantage.
And here's that.
Two guys on the pressure for Kewaskum. Just a man defense pressure. Rarig over to Casper. Big size advantage, and he gets it to go up against Daniel.
All right. Need a stop. Bad.
One stop would make a huge difference.
Yes, that could.
Daniel closely guarded, who finds Heft over on the right side. Screened by Schmidt. Kick it over to Schmidt. Schmidt coming off the screen. He's going to work baseline. Kicks it up to Daniel. He's going to open 3, but he's going to drive in. And they're going to count that basket. That was an early foul call, but they're going to put it down, and it's going to be an opportunity for a 3-point play for Michael Daniel. So Sam Cady's going to come back into this game for David Rojas.
Good minutes from Rojas there. That's what you like to see.
And the Huskies now have the starters in with 1.5 minutes to go. Hearth calling out who's everybody's got. Daniel converts on the 3-point play, and Kewaskum wants a timeout.
So probably setting up a press there, I'm be guessing there. So what do we got coming up in these next broadcasts, Kelvin? With our upcoming schedule.
It's a good question. Why don't we?
I believe our next game is Thursday next week when the girls are back in action.
Let's go to the book and take a look.
From their little hiatus there.
Guys have a game next Friday. That'll be their next game here at home.
And I believe
and
the day
the
before
girls have Brilliant on Thursday. They have a game Monday at Kiel, but they're just coming off their quarantine, the girls. They had a shoot-around last night. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to play that game on Monday. It would have been nice for me to call down Jess here at halftime. We could have talked about that, but
yeah, that Brilliant game is
that Brilliant game's a big
for
one.
them. Yeah, I don't believe they've lost in conference. Brilliant, and
they have not.
Be a nice win for them.
I believe the last time that they played in Brilliant, it was 10-15 point win for Brilliant over the girls. That was early on in the season. The girls have grown since then, and I think they can give them a good game. And with our announcers jinx that we've been We've created some good luck for these teams here, I believe. So I expect that to be a really good game. So check that out Thursday here on the Husky Broadcast Network. So coming out of timeout,
press here.
3 guys up close for Kewaskum. Sam Cady looking to get it in. Sam Casper looking to flash. Henry Schnell stuck in the corner. He's going to kick it over to Sam Cady, who's got room to go on the right side. He's going to slow it up now. Now he's double teamed. Ball was lost, and Ryan Cook had his hands in there. I believe it's going to be a jump ball called back in the possession of the Huskies. And that's what it is. So a minute and a half. 5-point lead for the Huskies. Henry Schnell taking it out. Finds Casper working against Coleman Thull. Hesitates to go up. He's got Schnell in the corner, and that's good to go.
There we go.
8-point lead for the Huskies. Good work by Henry Schnell there in the corner.
Is a big basket. It's going to be tough for Kewaskum to come back in this one now.
That's a slap into the face to the
Gonna
Kewaskum as
have
they
to
really
be
needed
really
to get a stop
perfect now.
there. Daniel goes, splits 2 defenders, but
There we
it
go.
just comes out. Sam Cady on the rebound, looking to split his guys. Kicks it up to Henry Schnell. They got a 3-on-1. And Henry Schnell dumps it down to Sam Casper. It goes off his hands. Those farmer hands, they're just very hard sometimes. It would have been an easy basket, but we're under a minute now. 55 seconds and ticking. 8-point lead. And
Kewaskum not
wants
rushing
another
it there.
timeout. So just under 50 seconds.
I mean, I would say this is over, but
One board away for Cady for the. Okay, 1 board and 1 point away for Sam Cady for a double-double.
I mean,
got a professional stats man next to me.
I would say this game is about over, but I've seen, you never know.
We've seen crazy.
We've seen crazy things, so I'm not going to say it yet.
The way that some of the second halves have gone for the boys early on in the season, you kind of hold your breath.
Yep.
But their past few games,
This is if they can get
been a
this
completely
one.
different story.
They can get this one. This can really be a good confidence builder, as they're already building confidence before this. But
And one thing we've talked about a little bit is when they went on their quarantine, they missed 3 non-conference games, and they don't get a lot of those.
yeah,
Non-conference games
I think this
are
is
a
their
big
last one of the year, I
big
believe.
difference
Yeah,
when you go into playoff time. You're not likely going to be facing all conference opponents. So games like this are huge when you look into playoff play. Ball into Kewaskum. Daniel, no rush. Out of the inbounds. Kewaskum needs a shot. And a few at that. Heft in the corner. Back to Daniel. Sam Cady off his feet. Daniel looking to drive. And he gets it to go even after losing the ball. So it's back to a 6-point advantage for the Huskies. 30 seconds and ticking. Off the hands of Cady, but finds his way back to Casper, and he's
Huskies
fouled.
catch a break there.
I don't know where that ball got tipped and how it came back in the hands of Casper, but it's welcomed here
It's time
in the
to ice
doghouse.
this game now.
Casper, 60% free throw shooter. He's hit 1 so far today on a 3-point play converted earlier. So he's 1 for 1, and he slowly is coming into a rhythm in his free throw shooting. And he gets that one to go with a nice, easy touch.
Yeah, so the Huskies take on Two Rivers on Tuesday at Two Rivers, I believe. Then they get to play them right away again at home on Friday. So
that one, shooter's touch off the front of the rim. It goes in. 2 for 2 there for Casper. So 20 seconds. It's an 8-point lead, and Kewaskum's not rushing. Ryan Cook, step back 3. That one's way off the mark. Heft there for the rebound. Ticking to close to 10 seconds. Daniels, they gotta take shots. Heft, long 3. That one doesn't go. In the hands of Casper. He'll be fouled. And you can basically write that up as Henry Schnell looks over at us and gives us a fist bump.
that's right.
Basically right
You know
this
what's
game
on
away.
his mind now? Packers football.
Packers
Yeah, he's
football.
a big.
We should be home in plenty of time. We got 40
Uh,
minutes.
Can't wait for that loss.
Ready to get in my groove. Settle into my recliner.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'd expect.
We haven't been able to get a podcast yet. I'm hoping we can get one next week.
I think we really just gotta plan it like a week in
Yeah,
advance.
we gotta get our conference championship previews in there. Because we know so much about
Sam
sports. We got
Casper,
our
another one to go.
We got our hot takes coming in strong.
The thing is that just nobody wants to hear your voice.
Oh no,
Jason.
everybody wants to hear
With
my
the-
knowledge because I'm never wrong.
So Casper can make this a 10-point advantage for the Huskies, and he does. 6 seconds. That'll be the story of the game right there, icing it here at the end. Schmidt's going to take it ahead. Long three over Henry Schnell. Doesn't go, and it'll be in the hands of Henry Schnell to end this game. 64-54 will be your final in favor of the Huskies. They get their second win on the season. We're going to keep it short today. Sam Cady did not get the double-double. He was just shy of a double-double. But great. Yeah, it was a great showing by Sam Cady. He did a lot of things right, and the Huskies themselves did a lot of things right today, I would say. So let's just a couple quick words, and let's go see a Packers win.
Why are we going to talk about the Packer game?
Just a couple quick words here.
You know, great win. Matinee game. Next up, Two Rivers.
Another one.
Middle of the pack in the conference, so there's going to be some big games there.
And next week's going to be a big week as the Huskies are starting to change their identity, as we've said.
I was going to say, like, this Huskies team, it doesn't show on the record, but they're starting to find their way and their groove, and right when you want it, right before playoffs in about, I'd say, 2 or 3 weeks, I think.
You are correct. So 64-54 is our final here. We're going to leave it at that. It was me, my boy Cheeks, right to my right, Dane Jacobson, Stats on the left. Alyssa Wagner was here for a little bit. And thank you to Jess Dietrich for camera on us. Thank you, Dane. So 64-54 is your final. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.